Salutations, amigos. We are back. We got two remix banners today for Fire Emblem Heroes, the remix banners for Legendary Myrrh and Legendary Deirdre. Let's go ahead and take a look at these and see if there's any colors you may want to snipe or if they're even worth summoning on these banners. We'll start things off with Deirdre's banner here. So Deirdre, of course, got a pretty good refine and remix overall. All things considered, I like what they gave her. They even gave her a pretty good upgraded B skill here with Attack Res Discord. So all things considered, she came out ahead. Although, one thing I will say, the fact that her special doesn't count as special base miracle is a little annoying, because that would have allowed her to avoid getting killed by Fatal Smoke and stuff like that. And it also would have made her actually, like, even better than she already is. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. We'll take it, whatever. So, yeah, her new B skill, Attack Res Discord, pretty good fodder. Stillwater 4 is all things considered, still pretty good fodder, even though Crystalline Water exists and is marginally better. I mean, you could still pretty much use still water. It's not that much worse. So, yeah, there we go for her. So, she's color sharing with Aided Regan here. I actually don't even have Aided Regan, so I'd be able to get myself that little drone that she's been advertising for sale. So Regan is okay. I mean, she's not like a crazy unit, but she's not awful either. She's just like a solid player phaser, but right now I guess that's not good enough when you look at what all the other good player phasers are doing, like Baby Camilla, for example, with the terrain control, the warping, the pass, like all that's ridiculous. Then there's I was going to call her Aided Erica for some reason. The Emblem Erica, who has access to the Windsword style, which is allowing her to attack from 2 spaces away, which is pretty rare and really good for a melee-type unit to be able to do. And then there's also the Duo Marth, who I still cannot seem to pull. He's going to go away in, 3 days, and I just can't get him, guys. I'm trying as hard as I can every day. I do a YOLO pull, and every day I get a 3-star stall. So, yeah, just going to have to eat the L on that one, I guess. Yeah, but as far as Aided Regan goes, the Aided boost is also not as good as the Ascended Floret, so that's kind of whatever. Her fodder is good, though. We have Attack Speed Excel, we got Flow Guard, and Shadow Shift. All of those are pretty good skills. So, there's nothing really too bad to say about this Regan, other than the fact that she's not exactly a meta unit. But that doesn't make her a bad unit, necessarily. Okay, then on red, we've got Legendary Lilina, who's actually, kind of coming back into resurgence, thanks to the fact that she's got built-in Hardy Bearing. Her and, I think, the Bride Lilina as well, both of them have Hardy Bearing built in, or maybe not the Bride one, it might have been the Arcane Lilina, I can't remember. But basically, these Lilina units that have built-in Hardy Bearing are good, because Vantage on that Duo Marth is kind of a problem. So you want a way to be able to just bite through them right away, and Lilina's one of the units that can do that. Her fodder, not so great. Sabotage Attack Res, certainly not as good as Attack Res Discord, unfortunately. So not going to get much out of her in terms of fodder, but as a unit, she is pretty good. Alright, then we have Legendary Seidr, who is not exactly as good as he used to be. Fatal Smoke 3, not exactly Fatal Smoke 4, which is what you want, because that's the one that nullifies Miracle. The Deep Wounds effect is actually, so irrelevant on this skill. It's literally the only reason we use it is because it blocks non-special Miracle right now. So, yeah, it kind of sucks that he doesn't have the level 4, and he doesn't really have anything, honestly. Seal Defense wasn't even that great even when it came out, and Attack and Defense Catch 4 was the meta A skill for these cavalry types back then, but right now it's the Excel skills, or if you're more geared towards offense than Blue Skies. So not really going to get too much out of him. His one gimmick was that he had +1 movement, and then he gives everybody +1 movement after he uses his special. But nowadays, that's so easy to get anyway, +1 movement, or don't even move, just attack from a mile away, like Emblem Lynn and all of her cronies running her ring. There's no reason to really use this guy just to get +1 movement anymore. So he's fallen off. Okay, then on green, we've got the Legendary Male Byleth, who I wish they gave him a little bit better of a remix. It feels like there were 1 or 2 effects missing when he got his remix out of his weapon, which is kind of sad to see. And his upgraded passive, he got Attack and Speed 04, which is not really all that great either. So unfortunate for him. I was really rooting for him too. I wanted him to be really good, but that's just not the case. All right, then we have also the legendary Edelgard, who is surprisingly still a pretty solid unit, just off of the fact that she's got Raging Storm, which gives her free actions, which is always going to be good. So, not a bad unit, actually. Not good in terms of fodder, though. You're not getting anything out of that. But similar to legendary Lilina, she does have a few use cases. All right, and then finally on colorless, we've got Arvel, who has certainly seen better days. We can put it like that. He's going to be actually pretty sick when he gets his refine, though, because I believe he's got triangle advantage against everything. Yeah, he's got basically triangle advantage against red, blue, and green. So all of the colored type enemies, he's got color advantage on them, which is pretty cool. And then he's also getting attack and res up 9, like just flat out of his A skill. So he's a pretty interesting unit. He does also have that debuff where he inflicts guard, but we're going to have to wait for him to get his refine to really say how worthy this guy is going to be. All right, and then we have Medius, who also is in the same boat. We're going to have to wait for his refine to really say if he's going to be valuable or not. But yeah, he's still got Kanto control fodder. I guess that's okay. And Kanto curb is not very much better. It does stop the enemies from ending your actions, though, like with Duo Leon and Duo Seidr and things like that, which is actually, that's probably the more relevant effect of it now, because Legendary Sakura just nullifies the actual Kanto control. So yeah, I guess that's a bit unfortunate for him. So overall on this banner, I would say blue is probably okay, although Regan is not really good enough to warrant like summoning super hard, though, I would say. Yeah, so this banner is definitely a skip. Okay, now let's take a look at Myrrh's banner. Okay, so Myrrh is over here. She is by herself. Well, not by herself. She's color sharing with... Oh, Tamara. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, so... Or, not Ascended. Attuned... There's too many hero types, man. There's Aided, Attuned, Ascended, Duo, Harmonic. Like, come on, man. How am I supposed to remember all this? So, Tamara is going to be a good color share here, because being an Attuned hero means she's a good fodder bank. We got Breath of Life 4, we got Lagoose Friend, both very good skills, and then Times Pulse Echo, pretty solid Echo skill, all things considered. So Tamara, I got nothing bad to say about her. She is a very good color share to have here. And then Myrrh herself got Dragon Scales with the upgrade. Not quite as good as the other one. I think it's called Edge Scales, the one that Nell has. That one's really good. I guess this one's pretty solid too. It's not like the other one, Edge Scales, is better if you're faster, I believe. And then this one is probably better for slower type units. Yeah, that seems to be the case here, because you're doing attack, defense, and res drops up to 11, which is a pretty high amount. You get a guaranteed follow-up. You get -1 cooldown before the enemy's first attack. So that combos pretty well with like Dragon's Roar or Dragon's Flame. And then you cut DR. So it's an okay skill. It's not like terrible. And Myrrh's Remix and Refine were both pretty good as well. Similar to Deirdre, both of these units got some very good stuff. So blue is actually very good here. Okay, then on red we've got Mythic Sothis. Oh boy. Yeah, nothing to say about her except she sucks. And then Legendary Veronica, who was very good on release, but at this point, she's just waiting on her refine now to really see if she's going to be worthwhile anymore. Okay, then on green, we've got Mythic Seidr. Oh, she's on the remix banners already? That seems a bit early for her, right? Because Book 7 wasn't that long ago. And she is an offensive mythic hero. She's a fairly good one. Better than the other ones we typically see on these remix banners, like Air, for example, and Sothis, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, for a mythic hero on a remix banner, I think she's actually a pretty good one. And she does have still water for fodder, like we said with Deirdre, which can still be usable. So, yeah, no complaints from me at all. And she's color sharing with the rearmed Lilina. Wow. Yeah, this is one of the better rearmed heroes. Right out of the box, her kit is just awesome. Like, you don't really need to give her anything else to duplicate, but you certainly can. You would want to give her, like, Frost Moon and, like, a lot of the new stuff, like Resonance and so on and so forth. Maybe even a better C skill, but for this type of banner, that's a really strong color share, actually. Seidr being an offense mythic hero with a very good rearmed hero is Is that actually better than blue? It might be. Low-key, it kind of is better than blue. Okay, and then on colorless, we've got the legendary Micaiah, who's pretty good. She's a nice wall buster with her effective against armor. And then she's a good user of the Lin Ring as well. But Duo Marth with his support giving basically Surveillance Shield as a support kind of stops this Micaiah cold if she's trying to like take out armor type units. But as long as you don't run into that Marth, I guess she's still pretty good. Her fodder is okay, I guess. Well, actually, no, it's not okay. Times Pulse 4 got power crept like 50 times over by 10 different skills. So, yeah, not really running that too much anymore. And Fury 4, not on this type of unit, and certainly not compared to some of the other skills you could be running right now. And then we have finally Legendary Claude here, who he got a pretty solid remix and refine as well. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. Another good user of the Lin Ring, and Guidance 4, I guess, is okay fodder. If you haven't already given it to everybody you wanted it on, which you probably already have because it's so old now. But, yeah, he's okay. I don't really have anything too bad to say about him. Overall, though, for sure, the focus should be on blue or green here, and low-key green is kind of better. That's very shocking to say. How often is that, where the color share on a color not focusing the remix hero is actually better? I feel like that's never really been the case. Okay, so we'll do our freebies here, see what we get. I'll go for blue because I don't have Regan. Would like to get her for the accessory. Okay, that is not Regan. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the other banner here. Knock out this other freebie, and let me know what you guys were able to pull on your freebies on this banner. Okay, no green, which is an RIP, but I guess we'll go for blue here. Try to get Myrrh. Okay, that is, once again, not Myrrh. So, yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. You can't really expect to get anything on a freebie. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you're going to be summoning on these banners, then best of luck. But I would say the Deirdre banner is a clean skip. The Myrrh banner, maybe if you already have a lot of merges on Seidr and you just want to finish her up, get her to +10, then not a bad consolation prize to be getting Lulinas in the process. Or, I guess if you want to get more copies of Myrrh, but yeah, I would actually say green is just straight up better than blue, which is a shock, but it is. So, yeah, that's all for this one, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And we might be doing an AR showcase later. I don't know yet. I still got to think about it. Yeah, because have I taken any lift loss today? Okay, we have. We just got a rematch by YouTube Leoster. Yeah, I did fight him earlier, and I did beat him. So I kind of thought he might have rematched me, and there we go. So no rank 1 this season for Chaos Season, so I probably won't even bother doing a showcase. But it is what it is. So, yeah, that's all for this one, guys. Take care. And I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.